So in this video, I want to walk you through what I do to get ready for a longer trip in the vestibule trailer. This could be helpful whether you're a teardrop trailer person, whether you're a camping person, or maybe you're just going on a long road trip. So come with me as I walk through what I carry, what I take, and what I do to get ready for a long trip in the vestibule trailer. Let's go. So first of all, I have my helper here, Oliver. That's Oliver. You're ready to go. So anytime we get ready to pack and get the trailer ready to go out, he's super excited because he wants nothing more than to go camping. So he's my big helper. Let's go, Oliver. Let's show them what we do to get ready. Well, let's start in the back here in the galley, and I'll show you what I kind of have already in place and what I'm adding to the trailer and just kind of touching up today. We'll start on this end, and this is all, I guess you'd call the spice rack. So we have everything in here. This is an Altoids canister, just full of some stickers that I kind of hand out on the road to people. There's a sticker from Moab, Utah in here, some spiders, and then some other stickers that I hand out on the road. So if you ever see me on the road and you want a sticker, say, John, I would like a sticker. And I'd be happy to give you one. But here's coffee. I don't drink coffee, but my wife does. Spices, soap, spices, salt and pepper. You know, all your basic spice stuff. Vaseline, because this kind of doubles as a bathroom back here. Some tissues and everything else there. For the most part, this stays in place. Every once in a while, it falls out into the sink. Got some soap here. So that's the spice rack. Got paper towel rack underneath here. And then I always keep a lot of beans right here. And here's a little water bottle for Oliver, or water cup, I should say, for Oliver. And there's another one back here for his food. Got the sink. And then what I do is I have this heat mat that I keep here. And I just keep this over the stove. This is glass. It just kind of protects it from getting scratched at all. And I like to just set it on here. By the way, I notice when I'm going down the road in this trailer, things are bouncy. It's bouncing up and down all the time. And you have these little rubber kind of stops here, and they kind of fall out on occasion. I've replaced them a couple times. So what I do is I take a towel, and I know this seems a little interesting and crazy, but I take a towel, I set a towel in here, and then I leave that like that. So when I'm taking a long trip, it just keeps this stove from kind of bouncing up and down on the road and kind of protects everything a little more. And then when I get to where I'm going, I take it out, put it away, and put everything back to normal here. I have another mat that I keep out here. This is just another Amazon mat. These are both from Amazon. Little plastic mat just to kind of protect the counter here. Set things on. It kind of acts as a heat plate and everything else there. So these two stay in place when I don't need it. I roll it up, put it away, and it's out of the way. So back in here, here's some little tips I'll give you. So this is my DOP kit. This has everything like my, let's see here, let me dig into this. This has all my toothbrush, toothpaste, brushes, gel, flossing stuff, comb, and deodorant. You know, all that stuff goes in my DOP kit here. Then on the back here, I have olive oil for cooking. Instead of having the compressed spray, this is just a pump spray. I like that. I keep it in a cup down here because the olive oil always has greasy oil on it, and so the cup kind of protects it from getting all the wood. These things right here are amazing. These are little pads from Home Depot. Actually, they're not specifically from Home Depot. You can get them anywhere, on Amazon, anywhere else. I happen just to buy them at Home Depot. And I use them at home. They're this sponge with this little Teflon netting over this. I mean, I love these things. They're great for cleaning. You can use them on the pans that are non-stick. It won't scratch them. So this is just all around awesome sponge. A friend turned me on to that a few years ago. I love it. That's really cool. Lotion here. I don't really use lotion, but my wife seems to use this on her body like it's magic oil or something. I don't know. She goes crazy with that stuff. Then I have these small water bottles. I purchased these little spray bottles at the Container Store, and here's water. So I keep water in here, so if I don't want to turn on the sink and I just want to wet my hands and clean them real quick, I'll just spray my hands, take a towel, wipe them off, and it's a quick way to wash my hands or just clean up some greasy stuff off my hands with water without turning on the water and wasting a lot of water out of the tank. So this is a really efficient way to water your hands. So I keep that there. They're all color coded. I have another one, and they're labeled. Obviously, this one says water. This one here is simple green. So I use this for cleaning little stubborn stains that are around in the kitchen or on the trailer or even in the car for that matter. So I got that one, simple green. And then I have another one, which is color-coded blue. And this is Windex. So I keep Windex. This is Windex in here for cleaning up the stainless steel sinks, cleaning up this glass underneath here, maybe a window and that type of thing there. And I keep these all in the back here. Now, when you buy the Vistabule, it has a kind of a something back here to hold wine bottles. It's a round circular thing. And I said, just take that out if you would, please, because I don't drink alcohol or wine. And so I thought I could get more room out of the space if it was just square, which I do. Then I keep always a lot of these little towels in here. These were purchased at Costco. These ones are getting old. They're not as soft as when they're brand new, so I'll probably replace them down the road. But these microfiber towels do everything well. They clean everything, and I just love having those handy. In here, I have silverware, forks, knives, spoons. This is really cool. I love to keep this in the trailer. I don't like big things around. Big things are hard to use, and they take up too much room. And when you're in a little trailer, camping like this, it's not like you're backpacking, but still the same concept still applies that less is more, smaller is better. So this is a nice little can opener, and it works really good, and it's tiny. Again, Amazon purchase there. In this little case here is some needles in case I get a sliver, so I keep those in here. Corkscrew. I don't drink wine, but my wife does, or some guests sometimes could come by the camper, and we have a wine opener there. Here's a bungee for who knows whatever. Here's some chip clips to clip up some bags. This is some lighters. So, you never know when you need a lighter for whatever. So I've got a couple lighters in here. Big one, little one, and a pocket knife. Can't go wrong with a pocket knife. We got tons of clips in here, actually. And this is a little tab for my cooking ware. It's just an extra tab in case it breaks off because it has broke before. And then a safety pin. You never know what you need that for. A awesome set of tweezers. There's nothing worse than a crappy set of tweezers. So I bought a really nice set of tweezers to keep in the trailer in case you get a sliver. And then this is a nail clipper. This is by Victorinox, really nice quality, small nail clipper. Again, small is awesome. So that's what is in this area here. So let's move on down to the drawers. In the top drawer, I have a really nice knife that I use for my main cutting. There is a knife sharpener in here. This is kind of cool. If you got a pan that has some real bad stains in it and you don't want to scratch the pan, this is a scraper. Also have a lot of these rubber coasters around. A spatula that folds up, a small spatula. These are my favorite, actually. These are from the dollar store. And these spoons are from the dollar store. And these tongs are from the dollar store. A pair of scissors in here, so I like all that. This is a little pin that you're supposed to put in the door here to keep the doors from sliding when you're driving down the road. I've never had that problem, but I guess some people have complained that they did have that problem, but so they made this. I never use it. If the door slid open a little bit, I wouldn't care anyway, so don't use that, but I keep it in here. Some other set of spoons here. And I keep a few of these in here. There's only one here now, but you can never have too many Ziploc bags, so I always keep some Ziploc bags around. So that's cool to have. In here we have some bowls. I have in the bottom here, I'm not going to pull it out, but this is the cutting board that came with the Vistabule trailer. Actually, I am going to pull it out because I'm going to show you what it does. Got my protective thing there on the stove, works great. Oh, I like these. These are little silicone things. You know, if you guys ever watched kind of the OG original gangster of Vistabule trailers, it was this guy Cosmo Weems, and Cosmo's videos really got me into this gear and vestibules anyways, but he's unfortunately passed away, and a lot of this stuff is actually from him years ago. This in particular, this little silicone spoon holder here, these work really great to keep back here. These are collapsible Tupperware dishes. Again, save room. But let me show you this cutting board. This is the Vistabule cutting board they gave you with the trailer. It has the logo on it. But what's cool about this is that it actually fits right over here on the sink. So you can have another place to set things down. So that's really neat. They also have here in this secret pull-out here is a cutting board also. I would personally never cut on this thing because the thing is beautiful and I wouldn't want to mess it up. But if you're not like me and you don't care about that, then go to town and cut up on this. You could always replace it, I'm sure. But I use it as an extra shelf, and it comes in very handy to have an extra shelf because you have limited room here. So if you could pull this out real quick and just set stuff on it, oh my God, that is so awesome. So that's cool. That's the second drawer. Third drawer here, another cutting board. I'm going to delete this out of my kit for some reason. I like wood cutting boards. Lately, I'm on this wood cutting board thing, so I'm going to get myself a wood cutting board this size. But in here, I have some more Tupperware. I have, let's see, another, this is just a stainless steel pot. I have little things in here I put in here just to protect everything from scratching each other. This is a really cool pan set. I'm going to show you this in detail because this is awesome by GSI. But we'll go over that in just a second because look at that's all my pans and it saves a lot of room. And then I have some tea towels in this drawer. So that is all the drawers on this side. So I want to go over in detail this pot set from GSI Outdoors because this is really cool. A friend turned me on to this. It has a clamp on top here. And I like that it's compactable and it stores nice and it's very functional. Again, when you're camping, just because we're in a teardrop and it's small, you have this problem in a RV of any type, whether it's a full-size trailer or whether it's a pop-up camper or whether it's a van. Room is at a priority, and so space is at a priority. So everything that you can make smaller is better. So this is a little pan here. On this pan, it has clips that you clip on here. I don't have one with me right now. I'll go grab one to show you what that looks like. Here's the lid for the pans. So I got two lids. I got another pan in here. This is another pan. And then I have a bigger pan size here. Let's pull this one out. And here's the other pan size. Also in this pan are some plates. I have the plates in a different area. I actually just put this plate in here so it doesn't scratch this pan while it's running down the road. There's so much vibration there. But it comes with, I think, 4 plates, and I have those just sitting aside in the Vistabule. And then it comes with some cups also. I don't use the cups. I have them downstairs. They're just too big and just don't like the way they work. But they fit in here and fold up in this case also nicely. So this kit is awesome. It's non-stick. It cleans up really nice. This has been a great set to add and use to the trailer. So this is the handle for the pans. Let me set some of this aside. So it comes with one handle. I guess you can order another one if you wanted one. One's been fine for me. And so you take this handle, it has an orange little tab on here, and you click this into each pan, and you have a handle. Boom. And so I usually put one pan on the grill. I'll take off the handle, click it like so, and then I can put it on another pan. If I got to do something with this pan, I can click it here. And if I have two pans on the stove, I can click this and go back to this one, click it here. So one of these is what they give you in the kit, and one of them has been enough for me. I haven't really had a need to purchase another one of these. So this is the GSI kind of pot kit, and I love this instead of having several pots and pans. I do have one other pan, but other than that, this is what I'm using 80% of the time. So let me show you how this goes back together. Let me take it apart one time for you again. And start from scratch. So biggest pan on the bottom, plate here for protection, second size pan, small lid, big lid, small pan, dump out any dirt that's in here. Then everything goes into this case, like so. And kind of just wrap the case right around it here, like so. Then it has some straps on top. And you take and, let's see here, I got this twisted. Let me untwist it for you. Like so. And then go ahead and just clamp this on top like this, and boom. This is it, everything in your kit. So in the center here, moving along, open these drawers. This is the fridge. And let me open it here. I need two hands, two latches, open the fridge, locks out. This is my fridge. I keep a little cardboard piece in here because I don't want to seal it completely. It leaves a little air in here so it don't get mold or anything like that. This is a great little hack in here. So what I've done, looks like it fell off, but I'm going to put it back on. What I've done in there is right there, I've put a clip on the sidewall. And what that does is allows me to push the fridge in and out without the cord getting tangled up in the rail down here. So what was happening was I was sliding this back and forth. It was getting caught in the rail and it was destroying the cord. So that's my little workaround. So now when I push it back, it stays out of the way. Okay, on this side, I got some really cool things going on. Another little rag, which I love to have everywhere. Got these trash cans I bought on Amazon. This one is actually a trash can. Here is another trash can. And what I put in this is water. So I tend to not drink water out of this tank. You could, and I have before, but I put filtered water in here before I leave. These bags are made by Platypus. And I put these in the trailer while I'm getting ready. So I'll fill these up with water. And I got all kinds of different sizes in here. I got, what are these? These are 2 liters. So the one's 1 liter. Here's another 2 liter. And then there's the caps are down here. I got 3 caps in there. So those are my bags. Okay, this is a new addition. This is really cool. So sometimes you're out sitting on a park bench or you go for a little hike and it hurts your butt because it's so hard on the ground. So you just pull this out here like so, and voila, you can sit on this. It's all kind of bunched up because it's brand new. You can sit on it and it gives cushion for your butt. But what I bought it for is sometimes I'm taking a shower outside with my outside shower and I don't want to step on the dirt because my feet get all dirty. So I bought this so I can also, so like I said, it's a little bunched up because there we go. It will flatten out eventually. So I use this to take a shower so my feet don't touch the ground or get dirty. And then I'll just wash it off and then throw it back into the trailer. So it doesn't take up much room and it's super, super easy. I also bought these bins down here from the Container Store. They're stackable and they're clear. So there's stuff like my dog food bowl for my dog, my wife's coffee kit down here, peanuts, some coffee filters. Then you can pull this out, and then there's other things in the second one. Here's some towels for taking a shower, some more towels. Here's a soap bag. This is really, really cool. I'm going to show you that. And what else is here? Some little plastic bags for the trash. So they're really easy to get to. And this is a drawing mat. I don't really use it that much, but it's in here just in case I need it. So this works out really good, easy to get to. The stuff I use more often is on top. The other stuff is on the bottom. The other thing I have to do to get to this is take out the trash can here. So that's pretty easy. Let me show you this here. Let me show you. Let me make some room. So I want to show you, this is a little soap bag made by Matador. Matador is the company. And what's cool about this is that, you know how you have a bar of soap and it's all wet when you're done with it? Well, you can take this bar of soap when it's wet, put it in this bag and roll it up. And what it does is this bag somehow will not get everything wet because your soap bar is wet, but it allows air in here to dry the soap so the soap doesn't get all mushy and gushy. This thing has worked really well. Totally recommend it. It's not that expensive. You can pick it up on the website, probably Amazon or even REI. My favorite store in the world, REI, is one that you can, is a place where you can purchase it. So this is a really cool bag to deal with your bar soap. Another thing with regards to the bar soap is I use Dr. Bronner's soap also because it's one bar. You can wash your hair with it. You can wash your body with it. It's more organic. You can cut the bars in half or in thirds and use them. This right here is just a regular Dove bar that I have in here right now, but I like using the Dr. Bronner's bar soap here. So this is the soap I like to take with me when I'm camping in the Teardrop trailer or if I'm even traveling. This is a Dr. Bronner soap. It has different varieties. This is actually the tea tree. I don't want to say flavor because it's not like you're eating it, but it's the tea tree variety. I think they have 2 or 3 other varieties that you can purchase them in. And I bought this one at Target. You can buy them online at Amazon, REI, all kinds of places. But this is a big bar of soap. Actually, it's a regular size bar of soap. But what I like to do is open this up here. And I'm going to go ahead, open it up, and then I'm going to pull it out of the packaging here. And it says all in one, which is really true. So it's too big to take everywhere. So I don't need this much soap, especially if I'm going on a small trip. So I'll take a knife and I don't know, let's see here. I'll cut maybe an inch, inch and a quarter off. I think that's about enough. So I'll go ahead and cut the soap a little bit here. Not too hard. And so I have a piece here that's about an inch and a half. And then I'll go ahead and put this into my Matador bag. And again, this bag's really cool because you can put the soap in wet and it won't get the rest of your bag wet. But somehow, magically, it actually dries the soap also. So I'll put this little cube in here like this. And then I will roll it up. And I have a really small bag of soap. And I can use this to wash my body, wash my face, wash my hair even with one bar of soap. So I can go in and get everything done right with this. So that's the soap that I like to use by Dr. Bronner's. So that's that inside here. Then I have these extra bags here that I ordered with the trailer. This was an add-on. And they're actually really nice to have because again, space is a premium. Don't have a lot in these. Here's some shampoo. My wife likes regular shampoo. Who would guess? Then I have a automatic toothbrush here. I love an automatic toothbrush, so can't go home without it. Too much work to brush with the other toothbrush, the old-fashioned ones. Here's an MSR towel. So this is good for your face in the mornings, and it's really small. Sunblock. There's a couple bottles of sunblock. couple bottles of sunblock in here. Here's the towel again. And then in this one over here, I have just one thing, my first aid kit. So most people forget the first aid kit or just blow it off. But I tell you what, when you need it, you need it. This has everything you need in it: antiseptic, gloves, just Band-Aids, everything you would want and need is here in the kit. So I definitely recommend having a first aid kit in your trailer or whatever camping device that you have. Okay, let's move to the inside of the trailer. Okay, so let's move to the inside of the trailer. And on the inside of the trailer here, just some things that are different. So I have a full-size sleeping bag that fills the entire trailer up here. I think this is North Face. I'll double check. But it keeps you warm, more than warm. It covers the entire bed almost perfectly here in the Vistabule trailer. But what I do is a lot of times I put this couch or put this bed into couch mode, and this thing is in the way all the time. So I keep this gigantic bag in the trailer so I can throw this sleeping bag into this bag and then throw this in my car to get it out of the way during the day. Now, I don't always do that, but I do it often enough. So here's some other cool things I have in the trailer here. And again, I just go over all this stuff when I'm getting ready, especially for a big trip like this. I got a couple hats. This is a nice little container. I have extra keys for everything trailer, Vistabule, car related. In here, I like these little containers. This is on Amazon. There's a headlamp in here. So if you want a headlamp, those are nice to have. Tissue. Here's a cigarette lighter with a USB-C and a regular USB. And by the way, I had them when I had this trailer built. I had them go ahead and put the cigarette lighter adapter in all the places instead of USB adapters, because to me, USB changes. It's going to change as long as I'm going to keep this trailer, in my opinion. It's going to change again. So I don't want USB in there, because who knows if we're going to be using USB or USB-C down the road. So just regular 12-volt cigarette lighters everywhere is what I requested. Also here, another little tray. I bought all these trays on Amazon. Sunglasses. Oh, some more stickers. This is my friend iMade. I call him iMade. I got him down to Mexico one year and keep him in the trailer. Got another little tray here, Amazon tray. I have a Bose speaker in there, toothpick, mood lighting remote. This is my flashlight by Olight. This is the Olight Batten 3. This is really cool. So again, small stuff. And so this is the charging case, and then this is the flashlight. And you can see how small it is. It's super bright and super small, and it has a clip on it, so you can clip it to your hat if you need it. So you always need a flashlight. You always need a flashlight. So keep that in here. Then here's a neck gaiter buff. I mean, I always use those for everything. So that's in here. On this side, I keep all my clothes in here. I pretend like this is just a second home. And so I double up and keep all clothes in here. I won't go through all this in detail, but there's a bin in here for some extra stuff that I'll add. This is my bag for all my socks, underwears, that type of thing. This purple bag is easily identified by winter stuff. So I have gloves, hats, long johns, anything in there when it's going to get cold. Again, this is one of my favorite Patagonia jackets. I keep one in here all the time. Down in here I have a sun hat. So this is a big sun hat. This is a bag for all my cables. So all my charging cables that you need. I have belts in here, a couple pairs of pants, a big bag of short sleeve shirts, another bag of long sleeve shirts, and a rain jacket. There's some bear spray down in there. We go some places that have grizzlies on occasion, so we keep bear spray in the trailer at all times, just in case. So that is my closet, and my wife is in the process of moving in some new stuff to her closet. So it's pretty empty over here, but I had to clear some stuff out for her. So we'll check it out and see what's over here. Oh, she's got toilet paper. She's got a tray in here with a Sharpie in it. And it's pretty empty in here. There's some dog toys down there. And then I keep some towels to wipe down the vestibule. A couple rain jackets in here. Some more towels. So this will be her bin. She'll redo it. She's probably going to ask me to get that stuff out of there because she requires a lot more room than I do. So that's the inside of the trailer. Curious George. I'm a fan of Curious George, so he kind of hangs out and sits in here almost all the time. I like these little shelves because this is where I keep my phone and my charger sometimes at night. I'm getting a new charger in that I'll probably keep right here and plug it in here and out of the way, but it's not in yet. I get it on Monday, so we can talk about that when it comes in there. I almost forgot. I wanted to show you a full-size razor that I keep in the vestibule trailer. And once I charge this, it lasts for 3 weeks or so, maybe a week and a half with heavy use. But this is nice to have in the trailer at all times. Let's go ahead and take this sleeping bag, put it into this bag, and show you how I prepare for the day after I'm sleeping and how I can put this into couch mode when I want to do that. So voila, the center main area of the teardrop trailer is now in couch mode. And it'd be really cool. Like I should take off the sheet because there's a really cool pattern seat underneath here. So I put this on when I'm sleeping just to protect this, but I'll take it off when I'm sitting around throughout the day. Anyways, this is one of the coolest features that a trailer could have like this, because you could sit in here, look out the front window, has a shade that comes down. It's just, I mean, you can sit here and eat and sit up and work on your computer. It's just a great place to hang out. So huge feature for a little trailer like this. Then I wanted to show you some more things that I keep in here. First of all, there's a storage bin underneath here, and there's not too much in here, so I still have room for things. This is my dog's bed, so that's his little bed. And then there's a little broom over here. Let me show you this. This is just a hand broom with a dustpan made by I think that's what's that company called? Let's see, it's OXO. So I keep that in here in case I need to clean up anything. In this bag is a pair of hiking shoes. I won't pull those out. They're just in here. And then I keep this extra bag in here just for shoes or something like that. We'll keep that in here. So plenty more room to store some things in there. I have floor mats, car floor mats in here just to keep it clean. Let's go ahead and look and see what's underneath the seats in there. Let's see what I have in here. So not too much under this side. It's dark in there, I know, for you, but this is on this side is where I keep my table and the stem for the table. And on the other side, let's go peek in there and see what I could find. I have, scoot around here, all kinds of room in here. I got a kite. Can't go nowhere without a kite. I got another first aid kit by Subaru. This is like a serious first aid kit. So I have one in the back I showed you, and then I have this one here. So there's a lot in here. Then I have, this is my awning for the Vistabule Teardrop. And I got to be honest with you, I haven't set that up since I own the trailer. I'm going to use it. I'm glad I have it, but I haven't used it yet. And then here's this is a bar for the front wheel jack. So I don't use it that often, so I leave it in here out of the way. So that's what's under here. You can see there's tons of room yet for storage things. I just do my best to not take so much stuff, but I still have room. Here's a nice little cigarette lighter that does two USB-C adapters, which you can plug in there, which I talked about earlier. So let's go around, and I just wanted to show you that because it's really cool to set up the trailer into that style during the day. But as I'm getting ready to go on a big trip, some other things I'm checking. So first of all, this is a water jug. So I use a portable shower. This is by Rotopax. And I just take this, throw this in my car. It's nice and flat so it doesn't roll around. So this is just extra water for my shower when I want to take a shower on the road. Now, where I'm going this time, I'm not going to need outside shower, so I'm going to leave that here. But here is my wife's favorite thing in the world. Dun, dun, dun! And so most people aren't getting excited about this, but this is a little toilet, and it was in a big bucket, a 5-gallon bucket, and I put it into this 2.5-gallon, and it's a toilet with a seat, and she does love that. I don't know why she loves it so much. I gave it to her, I know, for Christmas one year. What a great husband I am. And she loves that thing. It's her favorite part. So we just put a bag in there. You do what you do. I don't use it as much as she does for obvious reasons, but that's cool to take. We just throw this in the car and put it in the back, and we use it. Once we're done using it, we empty the bag out, throw it away. So it's not as gross as you may think. Very handy. So FYI on that. Here is, this is just a lock for my hitch on my car. So I just leave that handy here because there's my hitch for the car. I don't keep that on when I'm not using it. And then this is a nice little lock that goes through this hole here, which keeps the latch for the trailer hitch down. So I make sure that that's all sitting here ready to go. I also have a lock for the front cabinet here, and then I put some back that fabric stuff on the back of Velcro here, because when you put this on, like so here, let's put it on here. Wrong way. Got to put it on the right way. When you put this on like this, this fabric will sit on here and not scratch this. So it's the little things, right? Just the little things. Now, one thing I'll do, I have a list, and I'm going to go ahead and, it's been a while since I filled that up. I'm going to go ahead and fill up this propane tank. And then you have this big area here, which has all kinds of goodies in it, and I wanted to talk about this in detail. So first of all, it has a my Helinox chair, which is a small chair that's really small and easy to put up. I'll dig into that in a little bit for you. I keep separate shoes for my traveling in the vestibule. So these are shoes that are specifically for on the road. So I keep those in here. A couple of Havaianas. Those are nice to have. And then this device here is to fill up the water tank if you need to pour water in when you're out on the road. So that's nice to have in here also. What else do we have in here? This bag is just for my shoes. We have a water filler. So this is what I use to fill up the water in the vestibule. It makes it really nice and handy. I just hook this part up to the hose, and this part goes into the trailer, and then it has an on-off switch. So that's really handy to use. These are really cool. These are the Ironton wheel chocks. Now, this box is empty because I have the wheel chocks on right here on the wheels. So there they are. They're really small. They work out great. They don't take up a lot of room again, so that's cool. I have another box of those because I put them on each side of the wheel when it's not sitting in the garage. Also in here, this is my shower. This is my outside shower. Again, on this trip, we're not going to use it, but if anyone wants a demo on how to use it, I have one I have another video that shows how I use this shower. And like I said, once this is empty, we'll fill it up with this extra water here. My wife and I can get maybe 2 to maybe 3 showers each out of this little thing. And they're quick showers, but when we're out mountain biking or you're just hiking throughout the day, you just want to get that layer of sweat off of you, and you're hot. You're not taking a long shower. You're rinsing yourself clean, which that's what this does well. Let's see. I have this socket, this extension socket bar, firm bar to take off the spare tire, or take off a tire if I get flat and put on a spare. So that's handy. These are really cool here. So in here, these are awesome. So I had other levelers before. These are levelers for the tire. So all you do is put this under the tire like this. The tire rolls over this back part, rolls over here, jacks it up to the certain height you need. And then once you get it to the right height, you take this shim and put it in here, and then voila, it levels the tire for you. Someday I will show you that in action. I love that thing. You usually only need it on one side, so that's great. Here's the hose for my shower. Here's a lock for one of the wheels. So if you want to lock up a wheel, you can do that here. And then this here, I have a video on this also. This is a video that I made for a lock on this hitch. So that's on the site too. If you want to see how to lock this up in a super bulky way with this product, like it's almost something like from Mad Max. That goes in this box here. I'm not going to take it out right now because I have another video demonstrating that in particular, this hitch. But it goes on right here and really protects your trailer between this and this. I think you get some good protection. Not completely safe, but good protection. And then a shovel. You could always use a shovel. So this is Ryan's USA shovel. It packs up really small, like so. And just a little tiny shovel in case you need to dig a hole for whatever reason, get caught in a dip in a gravel road that you need to fill in to get over. You need to dig out one of your some dirt to make your trailer level in a certain situation. You can do all that. So it's awesome to have a shovel. Here's some GCI outdoor chairs. And again, I like these chairs a lot because you can see how small they are. And I will show you in just a minute how these chairs work. And I will show you how this Helinox chair works. So I keep those 2 around. I have 2 of these Pico chairs, which are the small ones here. And then in here is just some nuts and bolts, a socket to get the tires off. If you need to do a hammer. So kind of just little tools. I keep a lot of other tools in the car, for that matter. But that's what's in this box. One thing I didn't show you that's in this box is this, and this is just a 12-volt vacuum. And so, sometimes in the trailer you want to clean out the floor, clean up your car, and so it's nice to have a nice little vacuum in there to do that. So let's go and let me show you how these 2 chairs work, because they're pretty cool and they're small and they take a lot less room than a typical chair would. Okay, first I'm going to demonstrate this Pico chair by GCI Outdoor. You can see it's super, super small. You just unvelcro it at the bottom, pull it out. I step on the bottom, pull it like this, set it up, and boom. Your chair is ready to go. Like, that's simple, easy, and again, it folds up so small. To fold it up, just do the opposite in reverse. Push this down, put it together. Make sure these are together at the bottom. And boom. That's it. So these fit very well in the storage area in the vestibule and are just awesome. Awesome. Now, let me go ahead and show you the Helinox chair. So there's more to this chair than the other one, but this is really light. I mean, literally, this could go backpacking. I wouldn't take it backpacking, quite honestly, because it's too much stuff for me. But this is great if you just you're sitting around, you have a friend that's visiting, you want to do a quick chair, Just unroll this like so. Comes out here with all these aluminum pieces. They kind of just pop into place like so. It's hard not to get it right because there's only one way for them to pop in. And then you take the cover. And I think the cover tells you whether it's, yeah, it says this side up. So you can't get that wrong either. So you take this and you put it into that piece. You take the other side and put it into this piece. And you do the same for the bottom here, like so. And then the other piece goes on this side, like so. And then boom. That's your Helinox chair. Absolutely amazing. Love this chair also. And it's very comfortable. Okay, also, don't underestimate this pad by Thermarest. I mean, you need to sit down somewhere, even on the ground, on the dirt. Just put it down. And it is actually super comfy. And so I could sit like this for an hour or so and just be fine. And it folds up really small. And again, like I said, you can use it to take a shower. Just put it on the dirt, take a shower on it. Your feet won't get dirty, water will run away. Folds right up, locks up like this. And again, like everything else I've been showing you, needs to fold up small, needs to take up less space. So like I mentioned earlier, when I'm getting ready for a trip, especially a big trip, I'm going to go ahead and make sure this is full. I'm going to top it off just to be safe. There's ways to see how much fuel you have left in here. That's a video for another day, but for right now, I'm just going to top it off. And then, of course, I'm going to go ahead and open this up, fill up the water, and get it ready to go. And that's really it. That is kind of a 10-cent tour of the trailer and kind of show you what I need to do to get ready for the trip. Thanks for watching. It was a long video this time, but you got to see what I do to get ready for a big long trip, and plus all the other little things that I keep in the trailer. Hopefully this was helpful. I'll leave all the links to all the products that were purchased on Amazon in the description. By the way, I do get a little bit of kickback from Amazon because I'm part of their affiliate program. You don't pay more, but you can see all the things that I use in the trailer right there. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, happy camping, and remember to adventure often.